Okay, Mick, we've just finished pre-season today. Just how's everything been going up until this point?
It's a bit disjointed, if I'm being honest. After the TNS game, we had medical issues with players and staff, and we gave everyone 10 days off after that. But that 10 days turned into 15 and 20, and we have to deal with the health and safety of the players. So we can't just jump back to training if it's not safe to do so. So it was a bit disjointed. Players were coming back in their ones and twos, but look, I can't complain. That's the times we're in, and gladly now we've trained for only a few weeks. It's been around 3 weeks we've been together. We've played Dundela, we played Coleraine, we played Warrenpoint, and now just finished up with Crusaders. So it was trying to juggle the balls to make sure even though we got 3 games in a week with Coleraine, Warrenpoint and Crusaders, that's the only option we had. So a bit disjointed pre-season, but overall wasn't happy with the performance against Coleraine, was happy with the performance against Warrenpoint, and was happy with the second half performance against Crusaders. So looking forward to going into the season now. I think we're prepared. The league is always tough when it starts. The intensity and the rhythm goes up and the competitiveness goes up, but really looking forward to it.
And in pre-season we've signed some new players, the fans, that gets them off their seat and gets them excited. Does that give the group a lift as well?
Yeah, of course. I mean, if you're a player at any club and you see your club bringing in quality players, yes, it gives everybody a lift. It also creates more competitive environment, so some players will say, right, I've got a challenge for that place. Other players will say, brilliant, coming to our club. So overall, if you got a competitive squad, the training environment is better, the training intensity is better, and then that carries into, hopefully the quality of your training goes up, which carries over into the game. That's the logic behind quality players. So we've got a lot of quality players, and now we've got to perform.
On Saturday, here we go again, the league's starting. Just thoughts going into that?
Looking forward to it. Dungannon changed managers last season, changed a lot of things, a lot of players. They had a big turnover of players from what I see this off-season. But the way they want to play, credit to them. They were brave last year, played some really good football at times, got some big results, both home and away. So it's a tough place to go anyway. I believe last year, the year before, we went down there and came away with a loss. So talented team, new manager, playing a certain way. So we have to go there and take every match in this league seriously. And we'll be no different on the first game of the season. You got to hunt down those 3 points. That's the way you got to look at it. You keep hunting the 3 points, good things happen towards the end of the season. So we'll do that against Dungannon next week.
And the league seems to get stronger and stronger every year, but this year we'll have the fans back in as well. That gives it another special bit of impetus as well.
Yeah, look, the league in 2 seasons, I mean, I keep reiterating this point, this is a 2-season long project so far. To come from where we came from on the 5th of July 2019 to where this club is now in terms of the players, the squad, the environment in the club, it's like night and day. So a credit to everybody involved, the players, the staff, the volunteers, everybody that's been, the fans as well. Season tickets are through the roof this year, for example. So 2-year project, it's a miraculous turnaround. Like I said to a fan I met when we first came here and walked through some of the streets around here, there was no hope. There was no hope and no smiles. And now we see hope and smiles, and that's what football's about, giving your fans hope and smiles. So that's why we want to do this. So 2 years in, got into our 3rd season, really looking forward to it. What we've put together is a fantastic squad, but that doesn't turn into points. The performances turn into points, and the players know that we have to perform. If you don't perform in this league, you don't win. And that's, in the 2 years we've been here, I would say the style of play, the quality of play of all the teams in the league has improved. When you think 2, 3, 4 years ago, there was a lot of teams playing a very similar way. And that doesn't mean it's right or wrong, but in the last couple of seasons, teams are playing a lot differently. Even within games, teams change the way they play. So I think it's good. Football's developing, the quality's improving. It'll improve again. People say it's because maybe some teams have went full time, but it's not necessarily that. I think a lot of teams are training more, and football's just developing. Football's advanced in other countries, and it will here. What do we need now? And you hear me harping on about it, is facilities. We need it.
Finally as well, Glentoran's improving. We've had The women's team won 2-0 in the Champions League. The seconds, they won 3-1 in the Steel and Sons Cup today, and then ourselves, we had a victory. The club's going in the right direction.
I mean, I see it every day. We're here every day, and the people that are here every day see. And if you ask people who've been here since the first day of this project, they'll tell you, whether it be a volunteer or a player or a staff member, it's not the same club. You know, the history and tradition of this club remains. The badge remains, the colours remain, the fan base remains and growing. But what's happening in this club is it's not the same club as it was 2 years ago. And that, like I said, it's a credit to, you know, Ali Poor and his investment here. Yes, that's a massive factor. But the players that have been here as well, the staff members, the volunteers, they played a massive part in this. And so have the fans. I mean, during COVID year last year, we sold more season tickets than any previous year. This year we broke all records. So that shows that the fans have also got a bit of hope and smiles on their face. But we have to perform every week, because if you don't perform at the Oval, there's no smiles. So we know there'll be pressure here to perform. We like that. That's what big players want. Big players for big games and big environments, and the Oval's a big environment. And we hope we have the smiles on their faces at the end of the season.